The difference between where you are and where you want to get to are the people in your business, in your life, and the ones around you. I had an experience today that taught me a whole lot about people and why they are just so utterly crucial to grow a big business. So, I was asleep and I had a dream. And in this dream, I was on a business podcast, which goes to show you exactly where my mind is at in this one 0 to 1 million net worth challenges. That's what I literally am dreaming about, is on a business podcast. So, here's what happened. I was asked, what is the biggest thing that makes a difference in your business? And I was in my dream thinking about it's people, people. And then the host, person interviewing me, said, oh, well, people, right? And I was like, yeah, yeah. And then I woke up shortly after this, and all I could think about is people are the most important thing. No matter what, because no, I knew that before, but this dream was like cementing it into my brain that the most important thing I can do in my life is surround myself with the absolute best people A players. Now, Steve Jobs is well known for being a huge proponent of A players, and here is the breakdown that he gives. Let's say you're starting a company and you want, or you have a company and you want to only have A players. You need to find and interview until you find the absolute best possible person for the role. And the reason that you do that is because you are not going to hire, they are not likely going to hire somebody better than them. So, if whatever skill sets, not skill sets per se, but visions and personality traits they have are only going to get more diluted as you go down the organization. And A players attract other A players. So if you're looking for somebody to develop some, or make a good hire, a manager of some sort, and you hire somebody who's good, then you're going to get good results. And maybe that's what you want. In the same way, if you have a friend and hey, they're a good friend, that's hey, that's going to be a great friend. But you know the difference between a friend who is a good friend, hey, you can call on him and they can help you out, versus somebody who is like your ride or die. And if they were stranded 4 hours away because their car broke down, you know that you would drive there for them and they would do the same thing for you because it's just that tight knit and you care about them that much. The friendship means that much to you and to them. It's reciprocated. And it's the exact same in business. If you have A players, you do not want to have B players on the team, and they don't want it either because they only want to work with people who are just as motivated or intelligent or learning as much as they are. So you have something you want to build. In Steve Jobs' case, it was I wanted to have the absolute best product iPhone possible. And he went looking for the A players, the best possible people for software, for developing the hardware in the phone and putting it together so it looks very presentable, for the best marketing and messaging simplicity in UI. And his whole philosophy is if I find the absolute best possible people, they are going to have, let's say you have five, six, and they're all A players, are going to like work together and elevate themselves and thereby the whole organization to heights that are so far beyond where a B player would go. They would provide good, consistent results. But the outsized return, just the sheer locura, that's Spanish, craziness that happens when you have only A players to and they can feed off of each other and just go. The results you get are so outsized, and you see that with Apple stock, how absolutely absurd they're able to grow because of A players. Now, I personally, right now, I'm in a situation where it's harder to get A players. Why? Because A players also want A player money and they want to be around A players. And getting them into a startup, you have to have a really big vision, like a level 10 opportunity to attract level 10 talent. Because if they know that they can make X amount of money or have X impact at a company tackling a huge important problem with a lot of money to be made, and you're not in that industry and not tackling that problem, they're going to go somewhere where they can get more return for them on their money, on their time, and be around the best people. So in my case, it's a little challenging because, hey, monetarily wise, I would be looking for people who are early in their career, like coming out of college, and maybe they have a lot of the good attributes and they're smart, but they haven't had the same like CV resume yet where they're going to be A players and they're on the path to be there. I'm just really early in their journey because I don't have I cannot hire somebody for more than like 100K, and I have a lot of roles I need to fill right now. And that makes it challenging to really get the absolute best people. And also, hey, I'm 24, so when I interview, I can do my best to find what I hear and through my limited experience and what I hear people say is the most important things. I can do my best to match that, but it's not going to work perfectly because I'm still getting to the point where I will be able to make those decisions very quickly and know right away this person is a CB, or those few times when this is an absolute winner and we need to make sure we do anything to have them come onto our team. So, people are the difference in your business, in life, and that is the biggest lesson that I woke up dreaming about today. And I wanted to share that because if you don't think that people are the most important, look at the people around you, and you're probably a summation of them. And imagine what that would be like if those people were the ones you dream about. Or, I wish I had this life. What if all five people around you had that life? What are the chances you do that? Significantly, significantly higher.